going to look at, we're still kind of introducing stuff, but I want to look at some common errors that people make when it comes to econ. The first thing is this. When it comes to econ, a lot of people think that economics is just about money. Lots of people think the central theme in econ is money. But we know the central theme in econ is what? Scarcity. Very good. The central theme in econ is scarcity. It's not money. Yeah? We don't even consider money to be one of the resources. No, money acts as a facilitator overall for production. Acts as a facilitator or unit of account for output. And it's important in terms of moving trade and output and production. But in terms of it being the central theme in econ, that's not the case. Another common error that people make is people think economics and finance are the same. Anybody here planning to specialize in finance? Yeah, it's a good field, pretty lucrative field, career-wise. Daniel has finance experience. Yeah? So very good field, but a lot of people think they're the same thing. They're not. Econ tends to be broader and bigger, and then finance, I consider finance to be kind of a subset of econ. It's another particular circle inside econ. If you know econ, chances are you'll be very good at finance. If you don't know finance, it's not necessarily the case that you'll be very good at econ. So econ is bigger and broader, and finance, to me, is a smaller subset of that. So econ and finance, not the same thing. The other common error that people make is this. A lot of people think that economics is just math and graphs and has no application in the real world. A lot of people think econ is just math and graphs, and all they're doing is studying abstract stuff with no application in the real world. Clearly that's not the case, and clearly in this course it won't be the case. Our job is to be much more informed citizens. The models, the processes that we go through are things that we can touch and feel and use. So they're not abstract models. They're not things that we're doing in theory. They're real things. Now I will tell you this. You move to advanced levels of econ. You open an advanced econ textbook, it's going to look a little weird. It's going to be a lot of math. I remember as an undergrad, my undergrad was in econ. Year 1, I was okay. And I moved on to year 2, and I went, oh crap. I thought I was doing a math major, but I was in too deep. I couldn't get out by then. But it really gets quantitative, and it's a lot of math that you have to kind of use. And then we go back to the theory. Now, at this level, this is not a math class. Some people teach econ with a lot of math. I don't. I think it's much more useful to extract the theories, get an understanding of those, and we can do that without all of this math at this level. But I will tell you, if you plan to major in econ, you are gonna have to be very comfortable with math. Okay? But at this level, we're not gonna go math crazy. It's not a math class, and I don't teach econ like that. We do, however, use graphs to tell us a lot of stories. So when we're trying to figure out what's happening in the world, a lot of it is going to be with graphs. And what I like to do is, in the beginning of the course, I like to take a step back and do a little bit of a refresher on graphs. I want you to be very aware of how we read the graphs. What are we looking for? From an economic perspective, what are the little pieces or things we need to understand? So at the beginning of my courses, I take a minute, we take a step back, and we get very comfortable with graphs. We do a little bit of a refresher, and then we move on.